The Dutch giant is becoming a breakout star on Reacher, and he owes it all to Alan Ritchson. Prime Video's Reacher, now in its third season, has seen its titular character go up against a plethora of antagonists. However, none have been as formidable, at least size-wise, as Season 3's Polly. Played by Olivia Richters, famously known as the Dutch Giant, Polly takes away one of Reacher's biggest trump cards, his size. Having first gained fame in the bodybuilding field, Richters plays bodyguard and henchman to Zachary Beck Anthony Hall under the orders of Xavier Quinn, aka Julius McCabe Brian T. Suffice it to say that Alan Ritchson's Reacher and Richter's Polly do not have a good relationship. However, the hostility between the duo is confined to screens. Richters has recently revealed that it was, in fact, Ritchson who helped him get the role of Polly in Reacher Season 3. Viewers may never have seen Reacher go up against an antagonist who had a size advantage over him, if not for Alan Ritchson. According to Richters, his journey into the Reacher universe was unexpected and propelled by none other than the series' protagonist, Ritchson himself. The Dutch Giant has expressed that he would not have gotten the casting opportunity without Ritchson's recommendation. Alan played a significant role in this process. He mentioned that he found me, possibly on Reddit or from an Instagram video. He suggested to the casting team, if you need a big guy, consider Olivier. I owe a lot to Alan for giving that tip, as it was a key reason I got the casting opportunity. In stark contrast to their on-screen relationship, Richters and Ritchson share a friendly relationship off-screen. The duo first met during stunt training for the now famous arm wrestling scene that fans may already be familiar with. The scene saw Reacher use his wit to combat Polly's strength, using Polly's own power against him. Richters admits that both he and Ritchson were sizing each other up, but hit it off from the get-go. We were both checking each other out, sizing up, but we hit it off right away with a handshake and a nice conversation. I was really impressed by Alan, given how he managed to keep such an impressive physique while balancing scripts, diet, and 3 kids. He was great at offering helpful tips for my performance, like how to react authentically when someone falls out of a truck. He didn't have to do that, but it made my acting feel more realistic. I truly appreciated his professionalism and support on set. With Polly standing at an impressive 7 feet and 2 inches, almost a foot taller than Reacher's 6 feet and 3 inches, audiences see the mighty Reacher unable to use his strength against his foe for perhaps the first time in the series. Every punch and blow Reacher lands on Polly does nothing to deter the giant. According to author Lee Child, putting Reacher in such a situation was intentional. When I saw them together, there was 0 CGI and 0 clever camera angles. That is exactly what Oliver looks like. The guy is enormous, and I wanted to give Reacher a challenge, and immediately it's a visual challenge. However, the decision to pit Reacher against Polly has allowed audiences to witness a previously unseen side of Reacher. Over the series of seasons, fans have grown accustomed to seeing Reacher use brute strength to make things go his way. In terms of size, the character always had the upper hand. However, this is no more in Season 3. Reacher is visibly shaken and perplexed at not being able to tackle Polly. Realizing that he has lost his size advantage, Reacher is compelled to use wit, smart quips, and technique in his confrontations with Polly, revealing a manipulative, almost cunning side of Reacher that audiences are unfamiliar with. Reacher Season 3 is streaming on Prime Video right now, with new episodes airing every Thursday at 12 MPT/3 M. In the world of Hollywood, it's rare for giants to go unnoticed. But even rarer is a giant whose rise is as grounded, grateful, and genuinely surprising as Olivia Richters, aka the Dutch Giant. Standing at an astounding 7 feet 2 inches tall, Richters has made waves as a bodybuilder, fitness entrepreneur, and Guinness World Record holder. But now, with his breakout role in the Amazon Prime hit series Reacher, he's making an entirely new kind of noise, one that echoes not just through action-packed fight scenes, but through the quiet gratitude he holds for one man, Alan Ritchson. Richters joined the Reacher universe in Season 2 as Otto Slagle, a physically imposing yet nuanced character whose presence is felt long before he speaks a word. At first glance, Slagle may appear to be your typical muscle-bound heavy, a human wall of intimidation. But in Richter's portrayal, there's more flickers of humanity, hints of restraint, and even touches of humor. The performance is subtle and effective, and it has quickly earned him legions of fans who are now diving deep into his backstory. Ironically, this role might never have happened without a bit of kindness and a well-timed text message from Ritchson himself. "I owe so much to Alan," Richter said in a recent interview. "He didn't just open a door for me, he practically kicked it down and waved me through. Without him, I wouldn't be here." The two actors first crossed paths through the world of bodybuilding and fitness circles, where Ritchson took notice of Richter's unique presence. But it wasn't until Reacher Season 2 was in development that the idea truly took shape. Ritchson, who not only stars in the series but also wields considerable creative influence, saw something in Richter's that others might have missed: potential. He didn't just see a big guy who could throw punches, Richter's explains. He saw a performer who could act, who could bring more than just brawn to the screen. And that's exactly what happened. Ritchson personally recommended Richter's for the role of Slagle and championed him throughout the audition process. It's a rare move in an industry known for gatekeeping and ego, but then again, Ritchson isn't your typical leading man. "He believed in me before I believed in myself," Richter's admitted. "He helped me find a voice I didn't know I had." The chemistry between the two on screen is electric. Their scenes in Reacher blend brute force with a quiet, simmering tension. Slagle isn't just a disposable villain or henchman, he's a mirror of Reacher himself. Both are men built like tanks, with haunted pasts and a sense of moral code that's far more complicated than it seems. It's the kind of role that forces the audience to ask, who's really the bad guy here? Fans have responded enthusiastically. Social media is flooded with clips of Richter's performance, memes highlighting his sheer size compared to co-stars, and appreciation posts praising his nuanced delivery. It's a level of attention the Dutch actor has never experienced before, and he's taking none of it for granted. "This is all new to me," Richter says. "I've been in films before, sure, Black Widow, The King's Man, even Indiana Jones 5. But this feels different. It feels like people are finally seeing me." Part of that visibility, of course, is physical. Richter's stature makes him impossible to ignore. But what's drawing people in is more than height, it's heart. It's the vulnerability he brings to a role that could have been played one note. And that, he insists, goes back to Ritchson's mentorship. "Alan told me, don't just play the muscles. Play the man," Richter's recalls. "That changed everything for me." Behind the scenes, the two have become close friends, often trading workout tips, set stories, and brotherly banter. Ritchson, for his part, has said he sees Richter's as more than a co-star. He's a successor of sorts, someone who can carry the torch of action heroes into a new era, where strength is measured not just in punches thrown, but in emotion delivered. The future looks bright for the Dutch giant. Talks of spin-offs and new roles are already swirling, with studios reportedly eyeing Richter's for more substantial parts. He's even hinted at writing a book, part memoir, part fitness guide, that details his journey from a shy, gangly teenager in the Netherlands to one of the most recognizable faces on streaming TV. But through it all, Richter's remains grounded. He knows exactly where this chapter of his story began, and he'll never forget it. "Alan changed my life," he says. "No matter where I go from here, that will always be true." In an industry so often driven by self-interest, it's refreshing to see a story rooted in support, humility, and mutual respect. Reacher might be a show about powerful, lifting each other up,